8 days after what was supposed to be a routine 2-hour checkpoint, Earthrace heads to its next destination, Kota Kinabalu. Now, with their epic adventure officially underway, Jennifer Koskinen and Mike Fox find out firsthand what it means to be an Earthrace crew member.
There was like little chores here and there. There was cleaning the windows.
Like you'd have to go out and clean it, and in Palau, I got antsy. I really wanted to just get that thing clean. So I went up with Mike to try and go up and clean the windshield. Unfortunately, I'm really short, so you need to be a little bit like a monkey. You need to hold the rail and then hang off the side of the boat, and then the other arm has to be like cleaning the windshield.
Just because we get so much water over the windscreen, we have to apply this Rain-X material just so that the water beads and comes off. Otherwise at night you can't see a thing. You can bleep that, I take it.
I was too short, I couldn't do it, so I basically made Mike do it.
So she was like, go ahead, you need to clean the windows. So I was like, no problem.
And poor Mike almost fell off the boat, killed himself. And I was inside laughing my head off.
Oh man, if I fall off, then they have to go pick me up, and I'm just gonna delay the Earthrace more, and so it was kind of a lot of pressure just for a simple thing like cleaning windows. At one point, we also had to pump fuel. That was kind of cool.
I am gas boy.
Hey, Jack Black, do you think Frank Yoda's ever touched this fuel? His nails are clean.
Beer, I thought this was beer.
Gracias, Dolilda. Sorry, I'm not going to do a cooking show.
Weather's outstanding.
What do you think, mate?
I think we should have Palauans along on every leg. That's outstanding.
In addition to learning their new chores, Jen and Mike had to adjust to their less than luxurious accommodations.
Our cots were just, you couldn't move. You couldn't turn if it got hot. You couldn't, adjust yourself. It was just, you just had this one position, and that's how you slept. That's nuts. I think that was probably the most difficult part of it.
To me, not the claustrophobia, the confined headquarters, lack of television, any of that stuff, none of that bothers me more than having to use the bathroom on the Earthrace. Because I kind of have one of the phobias about using public restrooms as it is,
The toilet is round. It's like a bucket. It's not comfortable. And it's dark, and you don't really see anything but when you gotta go, and the boat's shaking, and sometimes it shakes so that you fall and you sit on it without the toilet seat down, and that's awful.
The worst part about the bathroom is it was right next to the kitchen. And then someone's in there making a sandwich, they're just 2 feet away, and there's no door. You can just look in and be like, how you doing? So.
After a while, you're not embarrassed about people because it just doesn't matter. Nobody cares. It's hot, and that one guy wore his Speedos the whole time. That was kind of weird.
To lighten the overall weight of the ship, Earthrace was not equipped with any ventilation system, causing temperatures inside the hull to soar over 100 degrees Fahrenheit.
It's pretty hot on the boat, so it kind of makes you a little sleepy.
I felt bad for Jen. Come on, you think it's this cool, exciting, sexy thing to be surrounded by all these guys, and it was hot in that boat. There was no aircon, and I think after about a couple of days with no air circulation, it was getting really ripe.
The guys are so stinky. Gosh, I know I was kind of getting up there, but you guys really were rank. We were stinky.
Despite the uncomfortable conditions, the crew had to remain alert to the dangers that lie ahead.
There was just a boat that was coming really close, and when I altered course to go around it, it also altered course, and just wasn't quite sure what its intentions were. But we slipped past it and it's disappearing behind us. I was a little edgy because we're coming into, we're just below the Philippines, 20 miles off them, and it is a heavily pirated waterway.
Well, I found out like minutes before going on the boat that there was the possibility of pirates. Never heard anything about that up until this point.
You don't get them till once we get in the South China Sea is where you're more likely to get those kind of guys.
They had secret compartments that you go into in case you got boarded on by pirates.
You're trying to make it hard for them to board, so you head into the waves as fast as you can, put it on autopilot in a safe direction, and then hide either behind the spars, which are bulletproof.
The black part of the hull was actually made of Teflon. So if they got shot at, they'd go below that level and they'd have a higher chance of survival.
Well, you can sort of see on the radar each of those little glimpses of boats. You got this guy here, which I think is another island trader, and then there's a small one out in front of us, and another one over here. But make sure you don't hit them.
I actually never thought that they would let just volunteer people drive the boat because it's like a $3 million boat or whatever.
Well, we were supposed to have a rotation. It was 4 hours on. Each person was supposed to drive 4 hours. And the whole idea of driving is that you aren't really driving. Everything's on autopilot. And you're looking at the maps, and then you're looking out to make sure you're not running over containers and stuff. Like, it never occurred to me that containers would fall off ships. Well, there's a lot of them, and actually we saw a couple of them.
If something gets in the way, you have to steer around it. So that was the last thing I wanted to happen. But I think Jen was really into that whole driving thing.
There's an obstruction somewhere and you see it. Instead of turning the wheel around, the fastest, easiest way to do it is to hit standby, and then either left or right to tell it which way to turn. So right now it's on auto, and then instead if there's something going on out there, instead of turning the wheel, you just hit that standby button and then left or right, and then the boat will just turn in that direction. Yeah. Which is pretty cool.
That is cool. Like a video game.
Yeah?
Like a video game.
Oh. I went on, and immediately after my first maybe 5 minutes of piloting the boat, unfortunately, one of the engines literally died.
The starboard engine just completely stopped.
Stopped.
Yeah, there's nothing showing on here.
I just sat down, switched up with Pete, and then it died.
Really?
No.
It's all you. What are you doing?
Bad karma, man.
You're like, what does this button do?
Oh, I didn't touch anything.
That's all right. We're back in business. We'll get you to KK.
And then somebody else went on because I guess they figured I was bad luck. And then I got another chance because I asked to start driving the boat again, piloting the ship. And unfortunately, the same thing happened about 15 minutes into it. It was just making these awful noises. And I think at that point they knew that I should never drive, so I never had to pilot the thing again.
You are a bit of a Jonah on this.
Yeah.
You're a Jonah. I don't know. You haven't got some bananas in your back pocket or something, have you?
What's it called? A Jonah?
A Jonah. It's like, I think it comes from Jonah in the whale or whatever, but a Jonah is like someone who's bad luck.
With one potential crisis averted, Earthrace's mishaps were only just beginning.